welcome back to another episode of Homestead Fabricator. And got quite a few things going on. One is I'm going to be adding 4 batteries and wire them up in pairs for 24 volt. And then have 4 pairs total then, going to an inverter charger. Now I gotta think of where am I gonna put the battery box, since these off gas. I'm gonna put them over here. Make a sort of a deck box. It'll be a seating area. I don't know. It's gonna be a fairly deep seat. So I'm gonna have to do actual measurements. This is old OSB from odds and ends, not enough. I'm gonna get exterior grade plywood, treated plywood, and make an insulated box for that. But I think I've settled down on where to put in the electrical so I could plumb this whole thing. I'm gonna put the breaker box here behind the door, since it's useless space. Tripping over the batteries as I'm going backwards here. And get an idea of how far over that door comes. So this space is going to be useless. So in a small space, I'm going to put the breaker panel somewhere between these studs. And then here I'm going to put a diesel air heater. I'll show you that in a moment. I got parts coming to actual tools actually to get that installed. I'll cut a heat shield. That'll be a video on its own, so there'll be a multi-series video on installing that. But before I do any work in here, I'm gonna have to get another 2x4 in there for a nailing flange. Run another 2x4 across there for a nailing flange. I don't have the lumber to do that. Well, the logs over there to cut, and the other, and you can see that pile. I don't know if you can see that pile or not. It's hidden by the truck. To cut one about 12 feet, and I need another one back here. So I need two 2x4s and 2 2x12s to do the job. And then a whole bunch of short odds and ends lumber to make another nailing flange up there, so I can space that wall out and insulate it properly. What I'm probably going to do up there is, at least in the roof section, is to do expanded polystyrene foam. But what I'm going to do to give it some kind of air baffle, I'm going to cut half-inch strips, half-inch square strips or so, put them along both sides of the 2x4 rafter trusses, and then put the expanded polystyrene foam flat up against that. That'll be a couple of days projects going up and down, so I might have wait for help to do that. I'm going to use up the insulation I got here, since don't have to build a code because it's a shed. I'm using what's it? I forget what R value I'm using. R13? Yeah, R13. If this is a house code, it'd have to be at least R15. And the ceiling would have to be, I believe, R30. So yeah, this isn't the code for this area. It's just to keep the shed a little warmer when you want to be working out here when it's cold, organizing, doing stuff and all that. So I got a whole bunch of junk in ways you can see here. What I think the plan of attack is to get this wall finished off, put in a few outlets for working and stuff. You want to have a few outlets here and there for just easy use of using tools out here, vacuums, whatever, so you can do cleaning and stuff. So I'm gonna get to work figuring out exactly how to place that breaker box and get the 2x4s in. Well, first I'm probably gonna rough in the wiring here. I'm gonna want to run one light up in here. I'm gonna put in an enclosure for the portable toilet. So yeah, I want to run a light into this section. I should have I shouldn't have put these pieces of insulation in, because then it makes that really hard to wire this section. So I'm gonna have to figure something out how to put a light in here in this space. I'm thinking 4x5 roughly. Looks like debris from a mouse or something got in here. Well, the shed door did blow open in the middle of winter, so yeah, time to get cracking at it and get some of this junk out of the way so I can get to work. One little hiccup in the breaker box plans, because I want to have the batteries over in that corner on the porch for the power system, and that'd be slightly problematic to run the wire over here for that when you don't need to. So what I'm gonna do is get this junk cleared out, and I'm gonna be working on this wall so I can put the panel over here and have the inverter charger all set up over here. Or because I want to keep that corner free, I want to put the wood stove over there, like a little mini wood stove. If I ever, were to go at that route, I want to keep that corner clear. And right here, I don't think that's going to be a problem. So, okay, I'll get the lawn tractor fired up and start hauling some of this junk out of here. Well, let's see if this whole thing starts. Got the first load all loaded up, just bulk stuff to get it out of the way, so get that out of here and go get the next one. Starting on the second load, as you can see, it's already made a huge difference cleaning this out. I'm listing a bunch of stuff for sale too, so yeah, just to get rid of it, stuff I'm not using, stuff I know I'll never use. So back at it. Load 2 all set to go. No sense in really loading it up. Only got to go, a couple 100 feet with it. So that, and I don't want to break anything that I'm trying to sell out of here. So that's the main thing. Otherwise, I could load it up more, but I don't have a whole lot more to haul out of here. So that's it. The rest of the stuff that's in there, I will just toss up in the attic space up above the porch here and make more room that way. Then that way I don't have, you know, DVDs and junk sitting out there in the garage. That's it, folks, for this episode of Homestead Fabricator. I didn't have much in this video because I had a lot of other things to get done outside of this place. So yeah, but I'll have a lot more coming up in the next few months. I got a new energy, got new direction and everything in life. So take care, folks, and get out there and build something.